All right, welcome to our latest video football fix. We've continued these football fixes all through the summer. Going to go right up to media days, Robbie, which is coming faster.
I know, it really is getting here quick.
I know. I was thinking about it the other day. I mean, we're a month out, and it's, you know, the unofficial start of football season is a load of crap. It's just something in the middle of football.
And once you come back from there, it's like the summer's pretty much over.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
Although I'm going to the Grand Canyon. Actually.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. We'll see if
I'll alert the media.
I'm going to see if I can find Florida's offense somewhere in the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
All burned up and destroyed.
That's right. Fell from the top level.
Pushed off the ledge.
Today for our video football fix, we're going to give you this, a game we used to play a long time ago on the radio, like last year, back when I did radio. It's called Yes, No Way, or Maybe. And that's basically, we have a premise, and is it a yes? No way. Your mom? No way.
No way.
Or maybe. So we start out with this one. Will Florida have a game where two receivers catch 100 yards worth of passes? Now, the last time this happened, can you name the last two players that did this in a game?
In one game?
I'll give you a hint. It was only 4 years ago, 2014.
I kind of remember,
against East Carolina. One of them's playing defensive back in the NFL now. Quentin Dunbar.
Oh, okay.
Demarcus Robinson.
That's right. I remember that now.
So it's been a while, and that was against Eastern Kentucky, so not exactly dominant. Will they, Robbie, this year have two in a game?
I think they will, Pat, just because of the nature of the offense. And you look at the receiving corps, they got a lot of talented guys there now, so I think there's going to be an opportunity for that to happen. I see it happening.
I'm going to say maybe, and I think there's a possibility, but I don't. The one thing about it is because they do have a lot of guys that you see those. Well, really, to get that, you got to have
spread it out. Yeah.
Each one of those receivers has to have one big catch, like a 60-yard catch. I don't know if that's going to happen. Whether but again, Tyree Cleveland gets one for 70, and then you throw the ball to Trayvon Grimes or Van Jefferson a bunch, and you could see it happen. So I'm going to say maybe. I don't think it's a done deal. Secondly, will Florida have a 1,000-yard rusher? Of course, Kelvin Taylor did just a couple of years ago, but there haven't been a whole lot of them.
Yeah, no. But I think they will, Pat. And you look at Jordan Scarlett, what he did 2 years ago, he almost rushed for 1,000.
He was 89.
Yeah, 890, something like that. I think he was close, and I think that he's going to be fresh because the depth they have there now, with the talented depth they have there. So I think he'll be fresh and he'll get a bunch of yards. And you look at Mullen's offense, his tailbacks always run for a lot of yards.
Yeah, and don't forget, a lot depends on playing 12 games and then playing a 13th game and sometimes a 14th game. I mean, last year's team only played 11.
Yeah.
So it's pretty hard to get 1,000 yards in 11 games. Malik Davis, I think, had a shot at it before he got hurt.
He was close in kind of.
But that's a big factor in this, is that because they have this rule, which I don't agree with, but I believe that if you're going to count yards, you need to do it retroactively, but that's a whole nother story, in bowl games. But because they count in bowl games and because they count in like if you play in the SEC championship game, it's a little bit easier to get to 1,000 yards. But still,
more opportunity.
Hasn't happened a whole lot lately for Florida. So I'm going to still say maybe.
You're going maybe again?
I'm going to go for the same reason with the receivers. And this is a good thing that Florida's got going.
Absolutely.
A lot of running backs with a chance to do something. If Malik Davis comes back healthy, and then you add in, I think P. Ryan's going to have a big year this year. They've got tons of guys there. We saw in camp, Robbie, guys running really hard and were very impressive.
And the two freshmen and Lemons, there are so many guys there that you can hand the ball to. So
that's why I think it's going to be a little bit of a struggle to get to it, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. And again, this is one of the things where you need to have a big game, like you go for 212 one game.
Yeah, one where you average have a huge game and then follow it up with something else. So.
All right, next up, will somebody get a long time ago, sack record for an individual season by Alex Brown, the great Alex Brown, 13 in the season. I think Florida had 5 all year last year, or something like it. It's sad how little they've been able to get to the quarterback with some really good players.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, Pat, I think that with Grantham's attacking style of defense, you've got a chance to do this maybe, but I don't see anyone getting that many in 1 year. I say maybe, kind of a stretch for maybe on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to say no way, and the reason is because your best pass rusher is probably C.C. Jefferson, who's out until probably camp starts. I think the potential is there for him to have a big year, but 13 sacks is a lot of sacks.
I know.
A sack a game is a lot of sacks, and especially in this day and age with offenses that tend to chip away at guys that are really good.
Yeah.
Now, what this does is open things up for other players, but to get 13.
Yeah, but you look at who gets a lot of sacks in his defense, a lot of DBs get them.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're going to take some of those away. Yeah.
13's a
Yeah, no, but that's not going to happen.
13's a lot.
Yeah, I think they're going to be spread out.
All right, next up, Florida will have an overtime game this year. We haven't had one since, believe it or not, way back 3 years ago, Florida Atlantic.
That was unbelievable.
Which is one of the great... it's so hard to quantify that game because it was one of the great finishes and a great celebration.
Yeah.
Because they beat Florida Atlantic
I know.
in overtime.
Hopefully things have changed from that.
Yeah.
But I don't see an overtime game, Pat.
You're going to go no way?
I'm going to go no way on that one.
I'm going to go absolutely yes.
Yeah, you're going that.
Year. Because I just got a feeling. We haven't seen one in a while, and they tend to happen.
Which one? Can you?
I hope it's not like...
What if it's Georgia?
Oh, I can't take that. Too much.
What about a night game? At Mississippi State, maybe.
I need to get over Florida's win over Auburn in baseball before I can get on any more intensity. That was intense.
That was quite an overtime game.
Yes. I got a feeling you're going to see one this year. And it'll be interesting to see how Dan Mullen handles it. I mean, there was a little bit of a run on overtime games for Florida for a while, but we haven't seen one in a while. And finally, Florida will return a fumble for a touchdown this year. Now, last year, Florida was the poster child for inability to recover fumbles.
Yeah, they couldn't force them. They couldn't recover them. Yeah, it was unbelievable. I've never seen a team go through a whole year like that where they couldn't get a turnover, couldn't get a fumble.
Couldn't get a fumble until I think it was I want to say it was the next to last game they finally got a fumble.
Yeah.
Who did they play in the next to last game? Was it Florida Atlantic again?
No, it was
Florida. Anyway, whoever it was, I don't even remember.
No, it was Birmingham, UAB.
Yeah, UAB.
Yeah, UAB.
They got a fumble in that game. That was the first one all year. So we haven't seen anything exciting like that. Nick Washington got the last one on recovery in the end zone back in 2015.
That's right.
So I'm gonna go yes way, and going back to your theory with Todd Grantham, his attacking style, I can see corner blitz, ball pops up in the air, guy runs it back. So I think they're going to do it.
Yeah, I agree for the same reason, Pat. They're going to attack offenses and they're going to hit blindside quarterbacks. Balls are going to come out, and somebody's going to pick one up and go. And I think maybe 3 or 4 defensive touchdowns, maybe on the fumble.
Well, yeah.
Just because of the nature of the way they play.
They have no trouble scoring defensive touchdowns.
Yeah.
First game.
No, the pick six. Yeah.
But the fumble part of it, and maybe, and again, new staff. I'm hoping that gets a lot better. We'll see. All right, we'll see how these predictions do or do not come true, and you won't remember them by the time the season starts. But we appreciate you for clicking on. We'll be back a little bit later with another video. Daily Football Fix. Until then, Pat Dooley, Robbie Andreu of the Gainesville Sun saying so long from the Sunshine State.